Today, Real Housewives of New Jersey Dolores and Jennifer are here to get us pumped for the new season.
Red Flintstone called. He wants his outfit back.
And Georgia Harrison dishes on her challenge castmates.
And something you don't know is me and Josh snogged on the last reunion.
This is your reality check.
Oh, yeah, I had a wonderful time.
Happy hump day, y'all. Welcome to Reality Check. I'm Darren Karp, and with me today is the always charming Dave Quinn.
Hello. Hey, guys. Today is going to be an amazing show, and it may be hump day, but it's Jersey Day here in our studio because we have the lovely Dolores Catania and Jennifer Aydin from Real Housewives of New Jersey on standby in our green room. I'm freaking out.
I cannot wait to talk about tonight's premiere of New Jersey. Wow, it is a season.
It is.
But before we get to that, it's time to get into our top 5. At number 5, 90 Day Fiancé star Jorge Nava no longer looks like he did when he was a free man. The TLC star appears to have developed a passion for fitness while behind bars. Jorge, who is currently serving a 2.5-year sentence for possession of drugs with the intent to sell, appears to have lost a considerable amount of weight. If you remember, on season 4 of 90 Day Fiancé, he tied the knot with Russian model Anafisa, who also seems to be going through a transformation of her own. Dave, what do you think? We need the prison diet, huh?
I mean, the prison diet seems to be where it's at. We saw Joe from Real Housewives of New Jersey lost a lot of weight behind bars. I think The Situation also did pretty well for himself.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's the way to go.
I think we need to go into this. It's our new diet. We're coining it.
It is for sure.
At number 4, almost 3 months after announcing their separation, fans have noticed exes Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth have seemingly unfollowed each other on Instagram. While it's unclear when the two made the split official on social media or who made the first move, Miley still follows Liam's brother Chris, and Liam still follows her family. Since the breakup, Miley has been publicly dating Cody Simpson, while Liam was recently romantically linked to actress Madison Brown, who he was recently spotted kissing in New York City.
Oof.
Lots of spotting here and there. I mean, would you unfollow all of your exes?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. We are exes
Really?
for a reason. If we are not dating, you are not in my life. And this is, in my perspective, the nail in the coffin, right? Like,
Yeah.
she's unfollowed him. It's over. It's
I mean,
done.
or it's like one time. Listen, it happens with Kelly Dodd. Sometimes you
I
unfollow, you
know.
refollow. Whatever. We can always bring
I know.
it back.
I just like clean breaks. What about you? Are you more in
I
the
mean, I
middle?
like to know what's going on. I'm not an
See,
unfollower.
you're that stalker. You got to get them on the Finsta. That's how you still know what's up.
It seems petty. Well, we'll get into
Hello,
it.
Petty LaBelle, right
That's
here.
so true. At number 3, Lady Gaga, revealed that she once suffered a psychotic break while dealing with the pain and trauma that followed her rape. The singer said it was one of the worst things that ever happened to her. Gaga detailed the incident in an interview with Oprah Winfrey for Elle's December issue, saying, "I think it's an important thing for people to know and hear. I was a cutter for a long time, and the only way that I was able to stop cutting and self-harming myself was to realize that what I was doing was trying to show people that I was in pain instead of asking for help." Gaga has spoken openly before about her PTSD and told Winfrey that she now regularly goes to a behavioral therapist. I think that's fantastic of her to come forward with it.
Yeah.
And I think it's important for other people to know that, fame and fortune is all great, but there's a person inside of that.
For sure. And Lady Gaga has always been one of those celebrities who has really revealed the curtain and pulled it back,
Yes.
of what's going on. She's talked openly about her battle with fibromyalgia and how tough that's been on her constant body aches. And I think that that's a lot of reasons why many of these celebrities are going to places like Vegas, because it allows them a singular place. They don't have to deal with the stresses of touring. So it's great that she's being this honest about something that's happening.
It's kind of funny to think to go to Vegas to decompress.
I know,
It
but
seems
it's
the opposite,
it's
but
just
it
a
works.
one-stop
Right.
shop.
It works.
It really does.
At number 2, Kim Kardashian West just pulled off the most heartwarming surprise for her mom's birthday. The reality starlet revealed on Instagram that she had planned a nostalgic celebration for momager Kris Jenner's 64th birthday, which included having lunch at their childhood family home. Kim rented the home and had it decorated exactly how it looked when they were children, as well as renting an exact replica of the Mercedes that Kris once owned for the family to drive around in. Kimmy explained that while she wanted to plan a small lunch with just her siblings and her mom's closest friends of 40-plus years. I mean, money can buy it all.
I was
You're
tearing
crying.
up. I honestly, the first time I saw this, I was really, really tearing up. I think it's so sweet.
Yeah.
I'm a real sentimental guy. And that's the thing about the Kardashians. We joke, we like to, tease them for all of their fame and fortune, but they really are a great family unit in the end of
She
it
set
all.
the daughter bar way too high now, and I'm
Yes.
hoping my mom does not see
Oh,
that.
no,
That would
you're
be
screwed. Yeah,
I'm
there's
screwed.
no way.
I don't have the funds.
You can top that.
And at number 1, Priyanka Chopra has nothing but love for her husband Nick Jonas and his facial hair. During the Midway premiere in LA on Tuesday night, the singer explained that his wife was surprisingly very fond of the stash she grew for his role in the upcoming movie. While Priyanka hasn't publicly commented, many fans seem to have strong opinions about his new facial hair. I feel like you have strong opinions
Of
about
course
his
I have
facial-
strong opinions. I'm a gay man. I
Yes.
am all here for it.
Okay,
I
so
think
it-
he looks amazing. Yeah.
Not serial killery in any
No,
sort
but
of
I
way?
mean, that's a hot way. What can I say? I'm a sucker for him.
Maybe that's the lesbian in me. I feel like you would be the expert here.
Yeah,
We have to
trust
go to
me.
break, but when we come back, Jennifer and Dolores from The Real Housewives of New Jersey will be here to talk all about what's new across the Hudson.
Break a glass like that, you should get your ass kicked. Who the are you?
Jen, don't go there, Dolores. Don't go there with Dolores. Jen, don't go there. Jen,
She wasn't giving you That girl did nothing wrong to you. That girl did nothing wrong to you.
Well, that explosive scene was from last season. I know this season will be even more dramatic, and here to get us ready are the very beautiful Dolores Catania and Jennifer Aydin. Welcome, ladies. It's about to get real Jersey up in
I
here.
know. I'm so ready for it.
I mean, I'm a Jersey girl. Dave, you're missing out on this.
No, I'm a New York
Yeah.
kid, but
by
I-
association.
Yeah,
Yeah, by
tri-state.
association.
Tri-state.
We'll tattoo you later. So what's going on with the two of you? What's new in the world of Dolores and Jennifer?
Oh, Jen, you can
Well,
go first.
me, I've recently lost a lot of weight.
You look
Yes.
great. You
last
look
season.
fantastic.
Yeah, so it's also my storyline this year. So
How many pounds are you down?
since last season, 20.
Wow, congratulations.
20, yeah.
And I've seen a lot of hashtag
I mean,
new body.
it started off with really just simply by going to my husband.
Did he give you the
plastic
five-finger
surgery.
discount?
He really, he gave me like a fist pump or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a discount. It was definitely I pay in sexual favors.
Yes.
And
would.
it started off with a breast reduction, and then I got some liposuction and contoured my back, and then I liked feeling smaller. And he kept warning me about the risk of gaining the weight back. He's
Right.
like, you'll gain it back in other places. So if I've been skinny in my legs all my life, and all of a sudden I'm gonna have like Popeye legs. So in order to
how that
avoid
works?
that, and also I didn't want to go through surgery again because wearing that garment for a long period of time it was painful. I was sore for a long while, and I just don't want to do that again. So then I started dieting and exercising, and and like it's all what you eat really, because it's mostly just.
It's lifestyle.
I hate to exercise.
I do too. But you look fantastic. And
Thank
Dolores,
you.
have not shown
I
away
mean-
from plastic surgery in the past. What's the craziest
no, I'm actually
procedure
due.
you've ever had?
Oh, the butt lift. Oh, that hurt. I couldn't sit for a month.
Yeah, people thought I did my butt too, and I was like, no, my waist just
So
looks
it
smaller.
wasn't
It's the
like
butt.
fake stuff in my butt. They took everything out of my leg. Like I was really skinnier at the time. They had to find stuff to put in, so out of my
Yeah, they
legs
do.
and put it in my butt, and it was so painful. I will show you pictures when we're done.
Wow.
I mean, so it like
So
lifts.
I had a butt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he put more in and lifted it.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I'm not
Pain.
upset.
The pain.
How did you sit? Like, how did you pee?
It was like a month that
Oh,
I
did you have to
couldn't
sit on a
walk.
donut, like
Yeah.
a floaty?
No, I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk for a month.
My husband's patients have to sit on a floaty. He buys these floaties from Amazon, the donuts.
It wasn't
And
that. It
and
didn't
I'm like,
hurt.
what is this for? He's like, it's for my
was the legs.
BBL patients.
My first day on Watch What Happens Live, I had to go and buy a Diane von Furstenberg wrap, and I was bleeding through it.
Oh my God.
And I almost didn't show up. I was
Oh
going
my
to go in a
gosh.
wheelchair, actually.
Oh my, that would have been a first. I
okay,
think,
yeah, that would have
seeing
definitely
this.
been a first.
And
Wow.
when I got, like, yeah.
The price of beauty. Well, you both look
hurts to be
amazing.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm
apparently.
sure it
Nip,
looks
tuck, suck,
fantastic.
we're down for all of it.
Yeah, that's right. I got to get into your households. Dolores, on Wednesday you said Frank and David are living at your house right now. what a throuple.
Darren.
Is there some
I'm
stuff
like-
going on? Like,
I'm like,
do you pin them against each other? Like,
no, they go against me, but it's okay.
Oh.
Because I just leave. There's a big bromance
It's
going
like
on.
Three's Company.
They're
but
they're gonna get married. I'm gonna be the maid of honor. That's next season.
You're the officiant.
Storyline. I am.
yes.
I'm excited for that.
I am, and they can have each other.
Hey, I will say,
stranger things have happened, right?
I will say it's kind of nice, like in 2019, to see this like new age relationship form.
Yeah.
Because
It's
I
all
think most
about peace.
people,
I
yeah, it's
agree.
all about peace, and it's probably really good for Frankie. Like it's just nice
It's so
to
good.
see.
Frankie has 2 fathers, and that's
Right.
okay.
I really think it's a healthy relationship,
It
to be
is
honest.
healthy. Frankie comes home and,
think.
you know, he has the best of both worlds. He has the quiet doctor that sits and talks nice to him, and then he's got like Frank, like, oh, what's going on? And then when Frank leaves after yelling, like David sits down and talks to him, and that's
I love it.
Has there ever been like a compromising situation that you and David have found yourselves in where it's like there's
That's
too
a
many,
good
like Frank's too close?
No,
Did anybody step on anyone's toes?
Yeah.
Or has he walked into anything?
No, because
precarious?
David and I probably, because he won't, he feels funny, like we're both like feel funny doing anything, so
Yeah.
it's been a little rough on that part,
I
yeah.
hear it.
I have 5 kids. I know what you mean.
It's like,
Well, Dolores, I mean,
I mean, Dar.
I mean, let me just talk about your son for a minute. Now, granted, you know that I'm gay. I get it. But
No,
he
it's okay. He's a beautiful little boy. He's a man.
stunning. Like,
Yeah.
he is I mean, I'm
hot.
obviously
No.
taking this question because Dave can't even get through it.
No, he's super hot.
And he's all grown up, and he took Teresa's eldest daughter, Gia, to the prom.
Been friends since they were little.
I mean, hello. This is the cutest couple I've ever seen.
There wasn't a dry eye in the room.
Chills just
If
watching
I
them
could have
right now.
married them there, like Gia was the perfect little Italian girl, making sure my mom was okay. My mom sat down and ate, and this is what Gia's doing. Frankie bought her Chanel earrings. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm
Oh my
dating
God,
Frankie
he had
now.
me at Chanel.
Yeah, I know.
And they
So
were
sweet.
beautiful. And then Gia called me to let me know they were on their way home okay, and everything was okay.
Did they,
No, they're
Make
close
out?
friends.
They kiss?
They didn't. I mean, Frankie and Gia don't like to talk to us about their personal business, but what Frankie's thing is he says, I don't have anything to offer anybody right now. I have to.
Oh, I
have
beg
work
to
to
differ.
do.
I think he's got plenty to
Because I can't give someone the attention they deserve. He goes, I'm going to be, he wants to be an investment banker. That takes a lot of your life. And he
And
said it
an
wouldn't be fair to
investment banker?
anyone right now for me to be with them. And I said, the trade-off, you're going to be lonely. He goes, I know that, I am.
I get it. But
Is
you
he
and
like
Teresa,
a 45-year-old man?
Yes.
It's like
No, he's very
Yes.
mature.
sage.
Wait till you see the conversation him and I have when he's metal detecting.
Wow. All right, that's a good
And
tease.
both my kids school me all the time. Jen.
But him and Gia, they're older than you and Frank Catania. Like they're just so mature. So-
They're both the adults in both houses. I mean,
Yes.
That's
listen,
what it
let's
is.
say.
I like that. I
My
like
God.
that.
Well, Jennifer, last season you started to really develop a life and identity, I think, outside of being a wife and a mom and came into
did.
your own. You even went on your first girls' trip and survived.
Yes.
So on that note, the newest OC housewife, Bronwyn, has a question for you on how you manage it all. It's time for Just Between Us.
Just between us, Jennifer, as a fellow large family mama, do you have any advice for a first-year housewife on how to balance having a larger than normal family and, being a housewife?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, my advice to anybody would be don't be afraid to ask for help. A lot of people, a lot of moms sit there and they ask me, like, how do you have a babysitter? How do you trust somebody with your kids? And I have a system when I have a new nanny or a housekeeper. I always make sure that they shadow me for a significant amount of time so that my kids are going to get used to this person, A, while I'm around, so I'm chaperoning everything, and I can feel the energy and I can see how they interact with the kids, and it's not until I feel comfortable with them that I actually leave them in the care of my kids. So there is a transition, and you're going to have to invest some time and money, and I'm like, look, tell her to, because first day when baby sees the stranger, wah, wah, I don't like you. Second day, oh, wait, it's you again. Third day, it's, oh, you must be okay because you've been here with mommy 3 times already.
Yeah, of course.
And you slowly wean yourself out. And that's how my kids always
Calls
get
that
to
used
know.
to come in. Olivia used to call 500,000 times on the first trip.
Oh my God.
Don't be like,
500,000.
just don't be afraid to ask for help. That's
Is
what
it harder
is.
to get your kids adjusted to the nanny or knowing where to go in your huge mansion of a house? Like, I can see you giving out maps of this. I'm like, where's the bathroom?
first
Like,
tour.
Which
how
one?
many?
2
Right,
hours.
It's
the first tour.
I
Yeah,
just
no,
haven't
people
gotten
get
used
lost
to
in
it.
the house. Now we have an intercom system, and I also have a megaphone that if you follow me on social media, you see
like
me use
bat
it
signals in
plenty
your
of
house.
times. Yeah.
Dolores,
insane.
this is your 4th season on The Real
Yes, it
Housewives of New
is.
Jersey, but you also, I know, have been kind of in the mix since the beginning. You were in earlier seasons in the background, which
I know everybody.
Little Easter eggs, which I love.
know.
But how has the show changed your life?
The show has changed my life so much. I was at a really rough spot when I had started the show. I'd come out of a relationship. All my money was invested in a gym. And I literally started the show with like $400 in my pocket. And Jacqueline was like, let's do this.
Wow.
And I had left.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had left a relationship with just like the clothes on my back and my kids. And that's how I wound up in this house I'm in now. And I didn't even bring furniture with me.
Oh my
Jacqueline
gosh.
said, I'm going to send some furniture to your house that I don't want that's in my bed. Like, and she helped
Jacqueline
me set up
Larita?
my house.
Jacqueline.
That's so nice.
She's a good friend.
But what a good story, though, to come from $400 in your wallet to.
Yeah, so then I started making money. I had some things that I sold the gym, and now I'm investing in real estate again, and I'm on my feet. And everything has just come full circle, even with my philanthropy. Like, I was taking care of these shelters by myself.
Right.
And once it aired, I have a garage full of stuff. People drop off vans of stuff, brand new baby things, cribs,
amazing.
like
Yeah.
cars, anything that I say to people, they say, what do you need? I say, I'll take anything. I tell them, come to my house and bring it, and I separate it for them and I bring it down there.
I love that.
Yeah.
You're phenomenal.
Well, we have to go to break, but we'll be talking more Jersey drama when we get back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Jennifer and Dolores are still hanging out with me and my pal Dave. Let's get right into the new season of Real Housewives
pal
of New
Dave.
Jersey. Our pal Dave.
We're all friends here.
Collective. Everyone is really on the edge of their seats to see what's going on with Teresa. Let's take a look at this clip from the preview.
Teresa is cocktailing it up all night with some young guy.
Who said I was cheating? That's up. That's up.
Teresa,
She's out of control.
it's embarrassing.
I'm an embarrassment. Embarrassment.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm going to ask right off the start.
We don't disappoint.
Yeah, you
Jersey
don't.
does not.
Jersey delivers like Domino's.
I have to
Always
know.
on time.
I like that.
Do you
Hot and
think Teresa cheated on Joe?
No.
Oh, all of a sudden,
see
Jersey's
it.
silent. Look at
No,
that.
I was waiting for her answer first. I say no.
No,
say
you
no.
know what? I
I
didn't
say
see
no.
it. When my friend tells me they didn't do something, and then they didn't do it. Nope,
say
she
no.
didn't. She said she didn't. She didn't.
Yeah, she said multiple times that they were just friends and.
First of all, that guy
And
that she was dancing with, I danced more with him than she did.
That guy she's dancing with is gay.
He's
by the
gay.
way.
But you have
That
two
guy
men at
she's
home. It's
dancing
not
with is gay.
interesting. What do you need, a third? Jesus,
wants
Never
Dolores.
enough.
Never
Tara.
enough.
Yeah, gotta catch them all.
No, but like I said, if Teresa says she didn't, she didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
And we also see in the trailer that there's a guy that she knows from high school, right? That you
Yeah.
knew when you guys were young.
That's nothing going on there.
When he said that we kissed,
he meant like 30 years ago.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right.
The pool guy.
I
Yeah,
don't
the
think
pool
it was
guy.
a tongue kiss back.
Yeah.
Cute though.
He's cute.
He was handsome.
So, did you guys watch the Watch What Happens Live interview, and what were
was
your
very
thoughts?
upset.
on
Yeah,
that?
absolutely.
Why were you upset?
Why was I upset? I'm going to tell you why. Because, you know, I think we've all evolved from being spoken to like that. And, you know, I said something that I was told, I said this season, I said, oh, it's like a rite of passage for Italian guys. I take that back. It's not, but it is the hardness of the area that we come from.
Yeah.
That it was almost like a familiarity or normal. But at this point, I mean, you know, you're just out of jail.
Right.
You haven't seen her in 4 years. She's done everything you needed, paid for lawyers, raised your kids, stood by you through thick and thin, never turned her back on you once. And when she said in that interview, this is what bothered me the most, she said, he wasn't like attractive in jail. Now, I finished her sentences and I explained what she means, and I will explain that. She doesn't like kissing in front of people. They were like, did you, get to be together? She's like, well, no. What she meant was I didn't want to kiss in front of people. There was other people looking. I was with the kids.
Right.
So it wasn't that she wasn't attracted to him. She just didn't feel that to want to do that there.
Right.
And then he turns around and he's like, yeah, I didn't think you were attractive either in jail. And I was like, oh, he should have said, I wanted to hear, you're beautiful to me no matter where you are.
Right.
And that's the way she should be spoken to like that. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm ready for in my life.
I mean, for everything she's gone through with him.
For everything
too.
she's gone through. And if not even that, that's the way a woman should be spoken to.
Sure.
She didn't mean it, and she still loves him. Maybe not like a husband, a wife and husband should love each other, but she still hasn't turned her back on him.
Yeah.
I've been with her when she gets the calls from the attorneys. Can you send a check? Can you send it? All day long.
Right.
She's never said no once.
Yeah.
I was just shocked at how honest they both seem, because it seemed very clear to me, and I feel everyone else, how distant they were. And then I was kind of sad because, like, you know, ultimately I do believe that maybe they're going to go in separate directions, and it's sad to see a breakup of a family. So I was surprised at how honest they both seemed to be, how distant they both seemed to be, and how, you know, the demise of a marriage sucks.
The line in the sand seemed to be drawn. I mean, people forget that they have 4 children together. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
what's sad. That was the
ones
sad part about seeing it. Like,
It's the end of an era.
It is. It's the end of an
Here's
era.
a woman that heard him on the phone.
Yep.
The whole world heard him on the phone with
How
another
he
woman.
spoke to her.
Called her a name.
Yep.
She
She's
has
stuck
done
by
many things.
him.
I mean, she's stuck by him through it all, no matter
Yeah.
what. And, you know, and here it is, like, you see that now that may be done. But I'm not... They haven't
it ain't
seen
over
each other
yet. Yeah. It's
how
not
do you
over
think
yet.
Italy's going to go?
Well, here's what I think. She's been alone for a long time without a man. Joe is, when she gets there and she sees how he is with the kids, he does look cute in his little stretchy
He looks
jeans.
cute.
does, yeah.
He's cute.
Giggling,
Skinny
laughing.
jeans. Absolutely.
That gregarious Joe that we all fell in love with, no matter what kind of animal he was at times.
Right, of course.
There might be a little something. She might look at him and go, But this isn't a romantic trip. This is a trip with your children, your father in the other room. Like, you have 4 teenage girls. You're not sneaking off into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
So,
cameras will
yeah,
be
and the
there.
so
that adds a whole other stress level.
How have the girls been handling everything?
I think they're just eager to see
they're
their
happy
dad.
to see him. They're so happy
They're
that
so
he's out
happy
of
he's out,
prison.
yeah.
They are so happy, and they know that they can get to him now and be with him, and they're very, very happy.
I mean, Gia has taken on this maternal role like no other. I mean,
Gia's
even
going to
talking
be
to
an
Melania,
advocate.
everything.
Gia's
It's
going to
just-
be a game changer in the future. You wait and see.
She
I,
really
make
she's
her a
an
housewife.
advocate.
Bring her on.
I'm ready.
I mean,
I'm
she'll
ready.
be
watch
definitely
the
making
next,
some changes for
generation.
the better. Why not?
A week before Teresa went away, Gia was filling out her paperwork to go to high school. Because I ran into them, and I have chills to think about it. I ran into them in Bloomingdale's. And here's this kid doing all her own paperwork, and her mom is leaving a week later. And she was just taking on this role that she knew she had to do. But she was always a very independent kid, even though she was so good. But she was born to be like a strong girl. And to,
Well, like you said, right? She's the adult in the family.
She is.
the
She
adult.
really
But
is.
yeah, so this is a girl who can handle herself.
Wow. Well, this season preview also showed drama surrounding you, Jennifer, and it seems like you get into with Margaret, Jackie, and Melissa. What can you tell me about some of these feuds coming down the
You're
pipe?
not shy about your feuds, Jennifer.
You know what? There was a time in this season that Margaret and I were actually getting along, which for me was a nice change.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she just jumped ship and stayed on her side. So, and I have to defend myself. I don't care if I'm on, stranded island over there. I could take them all, honey. That's why I'm a good housewife.
Oh, amen.
I live for it.
Dolores, you actually confront Margaret in the trailer. What brought you two to that point? Because you didn't seem to have any issues
It
at all
wasn't
ever.
Margaret I was talking to.
Oh,
Who were you,
spoiler,
who
it
were
was
you talking to, Dolores?
Yeah.
Who were you talking to?
Am I allowed to tell?
You're definitely allowed to.
allowed
I
to
think
tell
she's allowed to
somebody?
tell.
Totally up to you.
You know what? Don't even look at any Bravo representative over there. You look at me. The interview is with me. It's with us. What?
You know, you're like, I
are you
can't tell you.
talking to?
Don't do this to me,
You
Dallas.
can't lie. Dolores is not a liar.
I know the answer.
Oh my.
All right.
Jen, you tell, you get in trouble.
Yeah.
I ain't telling. I plead the fifth, Andy.
Damn it.
It wasn't Margaret, though.
Okay, all right.
was not
All right.
Good to hear.
Well, how about this? If you could describe this season in 3 words, both of you, what would they be?
I would say intense,
Ooh.
You're gonna.
unexpected,
Okay.
and humorous this season.
Always.
This season,
It's
there's
just
a lot of
every
humor.
emotion. That's I know that's not 3 words.
No, it is just every emotion.
Just every emotion.
You fit it.
And we do witness a big betrayal, which the audience is
The
not going to see
hugest-
coming. I would say the hugest in Housewives history.
But one thing I can say is we're all at pivotal times in our life. And in my words, she's going through stuff with her family. Melissa's going through like a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
You know, Jackie's finding herself. She's, very emotional. Teresa may wind up getting divorced to Juicy
Right.
Joe, like the era. And I have to decide what I'm doing with the second half of my life as far as relationships go. And I'm finding myself too. Like I found myself. So I don't know if that's good for anybody. But
Housing all the boyfriends. Right now.
I am,
You
but
really are.
like I'm a different person now.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a different person. So
And you're leaning on each other throughout it all, which I love.
Yeah.
we are, and but there's a lot of tension and patience are very short,
Well, absolutely. Well, we have
which
to go to
makes for a good season.
Yes.
That's why I love my Jersey girls. We have to go to break again, sadly, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, Jen and Dolores are going to be giving us their opinions about their castmates. Stay tuned.
It's like my dream team.
Welcome back. The two Jersey girls with the most, Jennifer and Dolores, are still here with me and Dave Quinn.
What's up?
So, ladies, are you ready to spill some... Dolores, stop flirting.
Girls.
Are you ready to spill some tea? It's time to play my
Darren.
favorite game,
Okay.
Cast on Blast. All right, so here's how it works. I'm going to name some of your fellow castmates that you guys should be familiar with, and I need you to tell us something juicy about them. All right, don't hold back. I want the juiciest Joe possible. Let's start with Teresa.
What's juicy about it? She's a machine.
Juicy about her ass. I'll call that juicy.
The only time I've ever really seen her cry was when her bangs are broken right here. This is her biggest problem. She cries over these two pieces right here. I'm like,
Yeah.
did I just see what I think I saw? She's like, they're gonna grow. Tell me they're gonna grow. Nice.
Wow.
That's what'll break her.
Yeah, what about her
Her
sister?
Achilles heel is her broken bangs.
Yeah, oh my God, you'd think it would be all the other stuff.
It's not.
What about her sister-in-law, Melissa?
The juiciest thing about Melissa?
Yeah, come on.
Her husband, Joe.
Oh.
He's the next juicy Joe
He
since
is.
the other
That's
one's out of the
Tarzan.
picture right now.
I mean, you know.
You know, Jennifer, you recently admitted that you haven't talked to Melissa since your blow up in the Hamptons. Is that true?
Well, I saw her today, earlier
Have you
today.
not spoke to her
and
since that?
Not
You have
really.
not spoke to her since that?
Not really. Not since
awkward?
we.
News
not
to
since-
you.
Not
That's-
since we actually we wrapped. I haven't spoken to her since the whole like blowout, but.
That's
I think,
real.
I think
That's
we're
because
kind of
Jersey's real.
We just like pleasantly ignored each other, and we're very cordial. And I mean, it doesn't seem to bother her. It definitely doesn't bother me.
All right. Wow.
Would I care if Melissa Gorga didn't talk to me, if I had a husband like Bill Aydin and a house and anything I wanted
That's right.
and 5 beautiful kids?
You'd be fine.
And you know,
I'm fine.
Talking to Darren and Dave today? No,
Hello.
she's
talking
fine.
to Darren and
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
that's for me.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't care.
Yeah,
All right, what's something juicy about Jackie?
she's got a lot of money.
Oh,
A shit ton of money.
no,
more
we're not
than
talking
me.
boatloads.
More than me.
Boatloads.
Like she's the
Boatloads.
richest Jersey housewife.
Yeah,
She's
she
the
is.
richest
I'm sure-
housewife.
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yes.
no.
That doesn't sound right.
Spoiler.
Her own money?
Yeah.
The liquid?
Yep.
The richest liquid.
Yeah, she is.
Wow.
I will
Yep.
put her bank account
Yes.
against anybody's bank
Absolutely.
account.
Good to know.
I promise you that.
Spoiler.
Show me your bank accounts and show me your debt too.
She
but I can
is
show
rich.
you she's got no debt. We know for
Which is fine, which is great. I mean,
Yeah.
own it.
No, I mean-
right? Own it. Be
You
proud of
wouldn't
it.
tell. She's not really like, she doesn't present
don't
that
worry,
way.
she'll let her know.
I got to
I'll
befriend
point it out.
Jackie now. I didn't realize that I had to put
you're
no
kissing
for
up to
time.
the wrong
This is,
housewives.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
know.
Jennifer, I don't know. She had
I know,
loans.
no, it's only I only own one house.
Clearly not.
No,
I
I
mean-
I put all my eggs in one basket.
I mean, Dolores
That's
has
it.
her sons. So
No.
I spent too much
Jackie
time.
pisses on everybody.
Yeah, she does.
Wow. All right. Good to
Good
see.
for her.
Not to me, like ass as a. I'm talking liquid.
She's got the
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
Well, what about your former housewife and friend, Siggy Flicker?
Oh, so what do I know about?
I know nothing
Juicy.
about
See
her.
about Siggy.
Juicy, I don't know because I don't want to get a call or a tweet or anything like that. So I'll just pass on that
You're just
one.
passing.
She's being very quiet and very happy. She's gung ho for Israel. God bless. She's doing very well.
Didn't she introduce you though to your boyfriend?
She did. Is that juicy to you?
Yeah, that's
kinda
juicy-ish. Is it?
Actually, she did.
You trusted her opinion enough to set that
I
up?
did. I did.
Is she a good matchmaker?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's smart. Like she's very wise. Siggy Flicker is very, very wise.
Of course
I
she
don't
is.
Her
know
advice
her.
is on point, and she's good with it.
Okay.
What about the princess in ponytails and pigtails, Margaret?
Oh, her and I have been close, and we talk every day.
Wow, that's so good.
Jen, something juicy from you about Margaret? I feel like you would have something to say.
I mean, you know what? I gotta say, I think Margaret is super funny. And I'd like to give her those props right now because
All right.
Good.
You know what? I like to give some love out there for Margaret.
Wait,
I think she's super funny one-liner and
She's witty.
She's very witty, which is obviously since I'm so great at it.
You're very funny too. You're good
Yes.
at impressions.
The Jersey.
She's very free spirit. Like she has no
On the
inhibitions.
fly.
This one. She's
Yeah.
Teresa 10 years ago.
Wow.
I
All right,
love that,
hopefully
actually. That's
the
a good description.
Pathway will be a
Yes.
little cleaner.
Yes.
I'm not wrong.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Different pathway, but
Dolores, you're never wrong. I want to put you each on blast. What is something juicy about each other? Dolores, what's something juicy about Jen?
About Jen?
Yeah.
Oh,
Pretend
she
she's
can
not here, you
She
know?
can handle her tequila, though. I mean, listen. No, I mean, I don't know. That's just what
yeah,
I'm
and
saying.
I'm just thinking, I don't know.
Jen, come on. Give me some Dolores
Yeah.
info that I can use against her in case
I-
Frankie doesn't want to date me.
I don't
I
know.
need to
Did
know.
did I hear that sometimes you and Frank sleep in the same bed?
Yeah.
We have.
What?
Yes.
With David in between?
No.
Like
No,
Frankie
At the end of the
David
bed, like a
spooning?
little cat.
See,
Sleep
like
in
it
the
wouldn't be
same
nice. It would be
bed.
like you guys sleeping together.
Okay.
I mean, that's how I can describe it.
It's hot and
Honestly, the
steamy,
sex
let me
That's what
tell
she
you,
says.
Dolores.
I know. Well, listen, I
If
don't want.
that's what my friend says, that's what I'm gonna believe.
All right. I
wow.
like
But
that.
she does sleep in the bed with Frank Catania.
No, I mean, I would think if I fell asleep and Frank was in the bed, I wouldn't get up and move. It wouldn't bother me and be like, oh, I can't sleep in the same bed with him.
Yeah, like I think that's juicy.
Can we talk some previous cast members? Can you give me something juicy about Caroline Manzo?
Yeah.
I don't know her.
You don't know her? You haven't met?
No, I
You know,
never
she's
met
been my
her.
mentor many times. I mean, I call her Caroline Gandhi. I don't want to bring up a sore subject right now, but
Like when you were a first season cast member, did you call up Caroline? Like who was your first? Or did you?
you know what her sons did? They called Frankie and took him out to eat and to talk to him about.
Albie and Chris did
They
that.
helped me basically raise Frankie. They were his big brothers when he was little. They took him under their wing. They took him to Hoboken, and I remember Frankie saying, "Mom, they're so famous." We were online and people were calling their names. We were walking down the street in
that's
Hoboken.
so funny.
And they told him how to handle it and what to do and what was.
That's
They're good
juicy.
boys.
Yeah, no,
Have
that's
you been
glad
to
to know
Chris's
that.
restaurant in, is it Hoboken or?
On 10th Ave, 10th Ave.
Yeah?
Yes, I have.
It's good. It got rated very highly
It's
recently.
amazing.
Did it?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Let's go on
Happy
a date
for
there.
him.
Frankie,
Can I come?
No, yeah. I mean, sure, Dolores. I mean, if you must.
What about Jacqueline Larita?
Jacqueline has the biggest heart, but she can't keep a secret for nothing. For nothing.
I could tell you wanted to say she couldn't keep a, and then you held back.
I felt like it was gonna be
If you
funny.
say something in front of Jacqueline,
Yeah.
just like if you say something when we're filming and you got to go tell the other person,
Yeah.
Jacqueline's going to do it because even if she's not, she's going to go tell the other person what you said.
Oh
All right.
gosh.
Who's the biggest vault keeper? Like if you want to tell a secret, and who do you trust?
Me, I'll die.
Yeah.
Myself,
I would say that.
You would agree with
I
that?
would
Dolores.
die.
Yeah.
Yes. I ask Frank Catania, he will tell you.
You are a vault. You are locking.
Frank
it
Catania
Locked
still
in the
wants to
vault.
know who referred my divorce attorney to me.
Wow.
He has
and you
taken
never
money
told
from
them.
me. He has like locked me out of my car, not giving me the keys.
Wait.
He said, I want to know who referred you to your divorce
And
attorney.
you've never told him?
Till this day.
Wow.
I will not. I promised that person I would never tell, and I won't.
Okay, what about Dina?
I'm shocked.
What about her?
Wow.
What about her?
Wow.
No, actually nothing.
She's not even falling on your radar. You were just.
No.
Didn't she move out of Jersey?
Yeah, I think
Like,
she
isn't
lives
she,
in
like,
LA.
No one missed her.
Wow.
If you guys could be on another franchise of Housewives, what would it be?
Beverly Hills.
Well,
Beverly Hills, hello.
you know what?
That's
Jen
where the
Aydin
money
would fit
is.
right in with
Yeah,
Beverly Hills
baby.
for
She
sure.
would-
Bringing the Taj Mahal and it all.
But I'm not
You'd
a
rival
Beverly
the
Hills
house.
person.
You'd be a New
Where do you-
York for me.
Yeah, I feel like New York.
I'm ready to go to New York. Let's.
Yeah.
I would probably go nuts on everybody.
Yeah, you would.
No, then you would see Patterson Dolores every episode probably.
I kind of want to see you both in
You know what? It's
Atlanta.
funny.
Like just like
I want to have a football game against Atlanta.
feel
at
like-
Rogers
Yes.
Stadium,
I
a
feel
powder
like-
puff football game.
I would love to see
Yeah,
that.
and you know what? I feel like I haven't seen like New York style aggression on the New York Housewives. I feel like Jersey Housewives is a lot of like
So
you don't
true.
understand that
Old school New
aggression.
York.
An Atlanta aggression is not like the regular
not like
aggression.
Atlanta.
We're
Like
not
I'm talking about
you know, you have
like
to
the
put that
Goombas
in,
back in the day.
You got to
and-
put that in a certain a different part of the zoo. That's in the
We're
zoo.
trademarking this.
This is a dream come true.
This is a dream
I
come
never
true.
want this to end.
It's not going to. Thanks for hanging out with us, ladies. Catch the season 10 premiere of The Real Housewives in New Jersey tonight on Bravo at 8/7 Central. We're heading to break, and on the other side, we're going to show you what Georgia said about her castmates on the Challenge War of the Worlds 2. Don't go anywhere. Welcome to Reality Check. I'm Darren Karp, and on the line we have Georgia from MTV's The Challenge. Georgia, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Well, Georgia, I couldn't have you here without playing a Reality Check favorite. So I'm going to put you in the hot seat with a game we like to call Cast on Blast. So here's how it works, pretty straightforward. I'm going to name some of your castmates, and I want you to tell me something sweet, something salty, and something we don't know about them. And don't hold back. I want all the tea. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right, first up, we have your former showmance, Bear.
When Bear left the house, he left me a really long note, which was really sweet, and a plaque with his name on it with good luck all over it. Salty, Bear wears bronzer more than I do. And something you don't know about Bear is his mum is a black belt.
His mom is a black belt? Oh my, I would not
I was with his auntie yesterday and she told me that, so yeah.
Wow. Next up, we have your other fomance, Josh.
Something sweet is, I know Josh messages me at least every 2 weeks to tell me how much he loves me, and I'm going to go to Miami to see him soon. Something salty is he always shouts at me when I eat biscuits on his bed, but like, I don't know, I like sitting on there, so I'm going to eat my biscuits there. And something you don't know is me and Josh snogged on the last reunion.
Oh, that's news to me. I have to go back to Bear because it took a second to process this. Did you say you were hanging out with him the other day or his mother the other day? Is that what I heard?
No, I was with his auntie. Like, we've got the same sort of family friends, and I was talking about how I want to train, and she was like, why don't you ask Bear's mum to help train you? Like, didn't you know she's a black belt? And I went, yeah, definitely going to do that. That won't make me look like a nutter. Bear comes out in the garden, and I'm like that with his mum.
Well, I mean, and if you get a free trainer, why not? And then you snogged Josh at the reunion. Is that what I'm hearing correctly, Georgia?
Yeah.
And yeah, like, okay, we live in the United States. A snog is a makeout with tongue, yes?
Yeah, a snog's like, it's like a kiss, it's like a bit of tongue, but it wasn't like an intimate one. It was like we was in a club, you know what Josh is like. He went for it, and I didn't dodge it.
Oh, and he texts you every 2 weeks saying that he loves you. What do you text back?
I love you too.
Do you?
I love Josh. I think he's one of the best people. He's got such a kind, honest soul, and there's not a lot of boys out there like him.
If you guys lived in the same country, would you snog him regularly?
I think if we lived in the same country, we would definitely date, me and Josh.
Oh, wow, Georgia. Wow, I'm a little shook with that. All right, let's continue with the game. What about the guy with the numbers, Paulie?
Oh, right. Something sweet about Paulie. The only thing sweet about Paulie is probably when he has a dessert and something like that. There's nothing sweet about him. Something salty about Paulie is, I know a lot of people know this, but he swore in his whole family's lie to Joss that he wouldn't throw a grenade on him, and he's still done that. How can you swear on your whole family's life and die? And die and lie. I've never heard anything like it. And something you didn't know is he started wearing this stupid purple blazer because he really wants to be like the Joker, but it just makes him look a joke.
Wow, Georgia, a lot to say here. Like, he wears the purple blazer like every day? Like,
yeah, it's like this big, puffy purple blazer, and to be honest, he just looks like one of them people that valet your cars at nice restaurants.
And there's nothing sweet about him. You can't name one good thing about Paulie at all.
From my first season, yeah, I thought he was my friend. I thought he was a sweet person. And, you know, we were partnered up at one point. We did have some good times. But seeing who he is on this season, I can't see one good bone in his body.
Well, what about his better half, Cara Maria, if we would say better half?
Something sweet about Cara is before I came into my second season, she sent me a really long message on Instagram saying how she thinks I'm amazing, I'm going to be a really good competitor, I'm a badass. You know, she gave me a lot of encouragement on my first season and in between.
That's nice.
Something salty is, you know, I thought she was my friend, but she literally turned on me the second I got in there because probably thought it was a good idea, even though, you know, she spent the whole of the reunion with me and spent a lot of time in contact with me before we got there. Something you didn't know about Cara. Oh, I don't know. I don't really know a lot about Cara anymore. We didn't spend any time together this season.
Do you like her dating Paulie? Like, do you see why they're together? Do they make a good couple?
I don't see why she would want to date him. I think he acts so insane that he's like a cat on a hot tin roof.
All right, that's pretty good. What about the reason you were sent into the proving ground last week, Joss?
Something.
This is hard for you. This is hard.
I know, because something sweet about Joss is, I don't know, there's a lot of sweet things about him, but I can't really think. Something sweet about Joss is he's a really kind boy. He makes an effort with everyone, and even with me. I know deep down he is a good person. He's just easily manipulated. Something salty about Joss is, you know, he's a bit like a jellyfish. He's got no backbone. He's literally like, if you blew up a balloon and you just let it go and he just, you know, doesn't know anything. And something weird about him is he eats, like, what was he eating the other day? He has, like, tuna with walnuts in it, and he just eats really weird stuff.
Ugh. Well, I mean, it's like he's buff, so he's probably just packing protein in.
He had like dessert with tuna in it, and he's eating it in bed, and I should have known then that he couldn't be trusted.
Ew. Wow, that's surprising. All right, last up, what about your frenemy now, Kaylee?
Something sweet about Kaylee is that when she heard I was going through a hard time a few weeks ago, she sent me a really long message to make sure that I was okay, and I will never forget that. Something salty about Kaylee is she swims like a lead balloon. And something you didn't know about Kaylee is that me and her actually knew each other before the show. We've been out a couple of times, and I don't know, she's actually all right deep down.
So you guys can build on your friendship. This is not over. Like, you guys are budding in this. You're repairing everything.
Yeah, I'm a forgiving person. The only person you hurt when you hold on to a grudge is yourself. So anyone that's made an effort to try and speak to me since everything that happened, I'm more than willing to try and sort things out with.
You're a true adult, Georgia. Georgia, thank you so much for spilling the tea on your castmates. Sadly, we won't be seeing you anymore in the season, but watch The Challenge War of the Worlds 2 Wednesday nights at 9/8 Central on MTV. I'm Darren Karp, and that was your reality check. Dave, great show, right?
Oh my gosh. Whenever the Housewives are here, I'm always so excited. I could throw a glass of wine on somebody right now.
Just not at me.
No, not at you.
You direct it that way,
Towards
please.
someone else, for sure.
Thank you. This brings us to the end of today's show. Big thanks to Dolores, Jennifer, and Georgia for chatting with us. Make sure you're following @People on Twitter so you can catch the latest episode of Reality Check, which streams Monday through Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Because we're so excited about the season 10 premiere of Real Housewives of New Jersey, here's a moment in Jersey reality history no one can ever forget. I'm Darren Karp.
And I'm Dave Quinn. And that was your reality check.
No kisses?
In this 2009 episode of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, Teresa Giudice hosts a now infamous dinner party, which Danielle Staub uses as an opportunity to confront the recent rumors about her colorful past by dramatically producing the source of those rumors.
There was a lot of lies written about me. There's a lot of lies spread about me.
A true crime book about an ex-con turned FBI informant who winds up leaving his wife and stepson for Danielle back when Danielle was a stripper known as Beverly.
Something in that book has to be true.
Confused? Well, thankfully, Teresa provides a summary of all the key points.
Obviously, there has to be something else. It's just not name change and arrested. Oh, you stripping?
was
You were stripping?
arrested.
Prostitution whore? You were engaged 19 times? You bitch! Coming to my trap!
Worst book club ever? But Teresa's over-the-top table flip will always be one of the greatest moments in reality history.
She doesn't know who the she's with, okay?